With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Hey, I'm gun.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Jaguars had 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months you know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
All right.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Stroud looking to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Stroud and company going for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Able to slither by. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion! Silver.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Run. Hey, kill!
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Stroud now to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Buying time to his left. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave them with a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stroud to throw it. Steps away to his left. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
In motion, the tight end. Mixing up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Looking long for Thomas. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly.
And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are back within a score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Jaguars 17, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Safe right. Hey, easy. Route. There we go.
ETN up the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Easy. Read up 24. Read 54. Unlock line.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Red.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Take right open.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Go.
Now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run with Mixon, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stroud working out of the gun. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Look hot, look hot.
Stroud sets up the play action. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Stroud. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Stroud out of the gun here. Being chased out left. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell from 10 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, kill. 11. Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
On red. Here we go.
A handoff for ETN. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, 2 for Lisa 24. Still.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this one into the hands of Mechie.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He gets this complete to Diggs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. White, Tony. 19 Texans.
Now Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they will spike it with time remaining. And now they'll at least have a shot at a field goal here that could get them to overtime. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now it's Stroud's turn in OT.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
A huge play there in overtime. 67 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jaguars have won the game.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can